Welcome back. It's Frostbite here again, doing another Rend tutorial. I've been watching the Alpha Discord channel there and the Ask Help channel, and I've noticed a lot of good questions that mostly a lot of people are asking, like, where do I find this node? Where do I find this mat node? And stuff like that. So I figure I'd do another video here and give you a lowdown on all the mat nodes that you can harvest. That I can easily show you. So, first off, we'll start out with golden poppy, found all over in the fields out here in front of your faction base. This is used to make potions, adhesives, bandages. This is a general use thing. You can also do, see, you right click it or left click it, excuse me, and you get your poppy petals. All right, you right click it, you can get raw fiber. Same thing with the hearth melons here. These have generalized uses for essence of hearth melon or hearth melon juice, and you use this in a couple potions and cooking now. So again, left click, you get your hearth melon. Right click, you get fiber. And you got your regular tanglevine bushes around here. Tanglevine is used for some arrows, some of your basic crafting for cloth material. And you can also get fiber and tinsel vine out of these. So if you left click it, you get tangle vine and vita root. Vita root's good for keeping up your stamina. The lost blossom that you saw that light up, you eat those and you get spirits. You want to try to eat those right away because they do despawn or decay. And then if you right click it, you can get raw fiber, and sometimes you get tangle or tinsel vine. It'll give it to me. There you go, tensile vine. You need tensile vine for making a lot of your ropes. Let's move on here. And you got your rocks. Obviously, I mean, it's a rock. This is crumblestone. Left click crumblestone, right click flint. They do also drop topaz geodes, which you can crack those open for topaz, sunstone topaz, and topaz shards, which are used for a variety of things. The sunstone topazes are used for a lot of your mysticism things. And you got your regular trees here. The skinny ones will always give you sticks and sometimes sticky sap. Sticks are used in general for construction, your bows, a lot of your basic material. The big thick trees, if you left click, you can get sticks and branches. Oops. And then if you right click them, you can get logs. These are roughwood trees. These are your basic trees. The roughwood logs are used to make your lumber, some of your basic tools and stuff. You'll need them. So let's proceed onward here. Let's see. What's going to find up here? That's a D-Raptor. I don't want to mess with him. D-Raptors, they drop your D-Raptor trophy heads. I think they drop thin leather. Let's find out. Oops, that's the wrong arrow. Thornwoods, there we go. Thornwood? There we go. Wasting my spirit arrows there. Oh, they're Drax now. So, if you right click them, you get parts like claws, meat, and if you right click them, you'll get thin leather. Pretty much the same thing with everything out here. The pigs, meat, left click, meat, right click, leather. Left clicking will also get you the tusks, which you'll need later on for like bows and stuff. Wolves will give you fur, sometimes like matted fur, wolf hides, wolf claws, or fangs, stuff like that you'll need later on. Let's see what we can get out this one. We'll left click them first. We get meat, and this one we get more thin leather. So, you get that. And we'll proceed on into a cave here. I think that pig just aggroed me. This cave right here is the closest one to your base. So there's your base, there's the cave. If you're a shaman like me, your little spirit ball there, I call it my little light bulb, it works wonderful for this. This beauty right here is Bjorn Heather. You can find these in caves. You can find them out on the west side of the Stagwood as well. So if you left click it, you get Bjorn Heather. If you right click it, you'll get fiber. You gotta be careful going to the caves too, because normally there's a bear. Oh, there's a wolf this time. The bears, you see all these little glowy spots around in here. You'll see a pair of them that look like eyes. That'll be a bear. Sometimes there's bears, sometimes there's wolves, and I believe, I don't know normally when they spawn. Why am I using spirit arrows? Give me stone tipped arrows. Die. You can see there how I just kind of kited him to the edge of the cave. That's normally how you'll take stuff out down here. Did I get the glitch? Nope. Pull up my light bulb again. What was that? 3. There we go. Get rid of that. You're coming down here and you got all kinds of stones. Pull out your pick. I got a tier 2 pick, so I can get most basic stone or metals. This is a tin node. This is on Revenant side. Revenants are the ones that hold your tin. So if you left click it, you'll get tin ore. If you right click it, you'll get dross metal. It'll give you dross. There we go. It gives you dross. And if you're wondering what this other shiny doodad back here, this is your topaz nodes. These are also where you'll get your sunstone topazes, topaz, and topaz shards. So you just pull out your hammer and you bash it. Boom, look at that. I got a sunstone topaz. Say that 3 times fast. Plenty of rocks down here. Oops, now I'm blind. Plenty of rocks, plenty of metal in this one. I'm going to find my way back out of here. If you get lost in here, it's easy just to hug a wall and find your way out. Sometimes you just get turned around. You know, you just gotta keep going until you get out. I know, it's frustrating. And this rock's in my way. Alright, there we go. Found my way out. Yay! Oh, this is perfect. It's becoming nighttime out here, so I can show you some of the nighttime harvesting. Yeah. Get a sippy sip of water here. Okay, and there's more Bjorn Heather. Bjorn Heather. Raw fiber. We're going to proceed up in here into the Stag's Wood. This is the east side. Using the tree there as your north point, because there is not a compass or a map for this game yet. You walk out here. Nighttime for low levels, you want to take probably a group of friends if you're going to go venturing up in here, because banshees and spiders do spawn, and they are not fun. And this is where some of your mobs get a little tougher. If I can find any. Jeez. Just a spirit. Actually, you know what? I need it. I'm gonna need some more spirit residue. This big ugly guy over here is a stag. You shoot it, it runs away. I believe they drop... I don't remember if they drop heavy or light or medium. We'll find out real quick, actually. God, I did like no damage to him. As soon as you notice they like to run. We'll hunt him down in a second. This here is a dire banshee. They're solo. They're a little bit tougher than the regular banshees, you can tell. Regular banshee I would have dropped in like 1 or 2 hits. These guys you can get rotted lump and banshee tail meat off your left click. and you right click, you will get more thin leather and wing webbing, which you will need later for your armor and weapons. See if I can find a spider. Man, that's a wolf. Go away. Go away. Does that go away? There's a frabbit. Frabbits, you get frabbit fuzz, meat, fur, and adrenal glands. Adrenal glands will benefit you in giving you, I think it's either a stamina buff or a movement speed buff. I don't know. I really don't use them because I run Pathfinder Shaman, and if you're not really a PvP, too much of a PvP oriented person, or don't really you want to change it up and try something different and be like a support. Oh, my bow broke. It's a great build to run. I'll show you mine here in a second. These are all dross metal nodes, or tin. Excuse me, tin, not dross metal. Dross metal doesn't have an exact node that you get it from, and don't mind me as I proceed to run from this banshee because I have no gear or no bow. There's our stag again. I can show you this while I'm here. Hardwood trees. They're distinct because they look like a pine tree. Ooh, what was that? And if you left click it, you get hardwood sticks and hardwood branches. You right click it, you get hardwood logs and more sticky sap. I think you get sticky sap either way. It's just a drop ratio. So all the way out there is a good place to get it if you don't want to go down to the cave and risk it. But I do highly suggest doing that run out there during the day for lower level players. Unless you take a group of friends and you just decide to go out there and load up on it. Because the banshees can be nasty, coupled with a spider. The spiders are just evil in this game. They'll hit you with sticky webbing, which will slow you down. They'll hit you with vein blight, which is a poison, I believe, that will really just tear up your hit point bar unless you got like plenty of stuff to counter it. I think this banshee's gonna kill me. This banshee might get me. Pop all my potions here. Because these things got like ridiculous aggro range. They do not break aggro easy. Which is one thing I think a lot of people have a complaint about in this game is the mobs do not break aggro very easily. They will trace you forever. And excuse me vaping. I just kind of woke up and jumped on here to do this, so I'm trying to get my nicotine fix. Let's see what else we got out here that I can point out to you. Need some water. I gotta get a new bow. That's for sure, because that's gonna be a little rough on me, not having some kind of protection. When I get up here and I sort this stuff out and get myself a new bow, I will show you my talent tree. So if you want to copy it, you can do so. Because I rather enjoy it. I mean, I can get around pretty fast. I mean, when I need a boogie, I can boogie. For the most part. And it really helps when there's, you know, you have lots of lost blooms or lost blossoms and that kind of stuff that gives you spirits. Because it will benefit you. Let's see what we got here. Nothing. 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 I think that bugged out. Bows. Let's see what we got here. I need... There we go. That's what Papa wants. That's a good bow. Full durability. Wonderful. And I'm just going to drop this stuff on the ground right here. Oh, here's one of those geodes I was telling you about. You just right click it, salvage. A lot of this stuff I do not need. And that is the sound of somebody dying. I mean, if somebody dies around you, feel free to walk up and find their corpse and loot their sparks. I mean, our theory is if you die with sparks on you, you were not worthy enough to carry them. I'm going to drop this bow off because I'm not doing any taming. Rock salt, you also get that from the crumble stone. Just dropping that tin because it's not really a high valued commodity right now. We're more of to the iron phase. Okay, drop this meat off though because people will cook it up. Any more on me? No, that's it. Well, the rest of it's spoiled. Switch this out. Switch this out. Throw that away. I just chuck my broken bows because they just stockpile up in the boxes and people just leave them there expecting them to be repaired. In most cases, it's easier. Sometimes it's easier just to make a new bow than to repair it. People will argue against that, but I mean, when you can make bows like crazy like this, it's almost pointless. I mean, if you got a bow that's really good and you really like it, you don't want to be with those guys, more power to you. Like, I build my own bows too, but for this tutorial, I'm not going to go through the hassle of making you watch me farm everything. Had a brain fart. Oh yes, skills. No, talent tree. Here we go. You can see here in my shaman tree, I started out. I dumped 5 points in essence surge because of the you get hydration and energy back and movement speed for every time you collect a spirit. I got that stacked up to 5. Instead of going for banish or the mystical bow, I went for the spectral light, which you've seen me use in the cave. I dumped 5 points into whisper to wonder, so whenever I gain tame progress against the creature, I gain 5% more because I'm one of those guys that likes to have pets. For the next one, I went for Eventide Healing, which is a continual health regen for you and your allies. And then I went over to the next one, dumped 5 points into Enlightened Mind to boost up my spirit capacity. I mean, I could have done this where I do more damage at night, or I deal 4% more damage and gain 3% movement speed per rank when I'm in the spirit world, which, I mean, the only reason I'm going to the spirit world is to crack open a spirit chest or to go to tame. So that one I didn't really care for, because when you're taming, you don't want to kill what you're trying to tame. So that's kind of a not useful perk in my case. Then obviously, Rend the Veil, whatever, was my last one. That allows me to open up the portal to the spirit world. In my Pathfinder tree, I'm just kind of like all over the place. I mean, I put 3 points so far in XP gain, so I can level up faster. 2 points out of 5 in my marathon runner, which when you're running, what does it say here? Reduce the stamina drain for sprinting for you and your mount by 5% per rank. After sprinting for 5 seconds, your sprint speed is increased by 10% until you stop sprinting. So that's a definite, get up and go move. And then I did Trailblazing as my 1 point here, which, you hit your target 3 times. I mean, if you use a repeater or a crossbow or something like that, they're really fast firing, boom, 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 and you're cooking. You can also have Rock's Wings, which I don't know if this works or not. It basically makes it, if you activate it when you jump off a cliff, you basically get a feather fall, or a slow fall, so you don't slam into the ground and die. Entangled, basically, your shot tangles your target and slows them down. And then I started dumping into Pack Rat because I like to farm and bring back materials for building, crafting, all that stuff. Pack Rat is amazing for that because it reduces the weight of those raw materials. And that's as far as I've went so far. So we'll get out of that. What's this ascension stuff? Oh, okay. I don't available points 15. Oh, okay. So I just gave my non-combat. We got skilled survivor, skilled survivor. Oh, cosmetic. Oh, I can buy some stuff. Oh, what do I want? I don't want any of that. Construction, nothing in construction, nothing there. So I will just dump these other points. I thought I had 15 points. Okay. Well, I just messed that up, but I'll fix that later. And I got my new bows. Find my way back out of here. Oh, another good point. Somebody was asking about food. Yes. If you look through here on the stoves, the stuff you can make on the stove definitely is worth it because each one does a different buff. I mean, when I go out in the swamps, I like to have, what is it? Gut wrecker? No. Elodon, thin soup, because of the reduced duration and poison effects. Another good one that you can make is rat popper, stick charger. Where is it? Fried glut legs. Because it reduces the effectiveness of disease by 10%. So, I mean, them are really two really good buffs to have out there in the swamp. If you really want to go that way or you're having a problem with hydration where you're draining really fast, bug juice stew. That's another one you can get out of stuff out of the swamp. So, but just take yourself a minute, check all that stuff out. Each one of them has a different buff. Depending on what you're doing, where you're going, it'd be beneficial to be carrying the right kind of meat with you. Or food dish. So, we're going to go over here to the west side of the Stagwood. Which is basically the same thing as the east side, except this side we can walk into the swamp. Can I think of anything's over here? Not really. So we're just going to head up and around and over into the swamp. So I'll show you where that is. So, using your base as your kind of center focal point here. The tree's north. If you keep heading north straight through this path here, you go into the highlands, which that's our next destination after the swamp. And you'll see this little clearing over here to your east with those scraggly looking trees in the outskirts there. That's where we're going. That's the Merkfen or the swamp, whichever you guys wish to call it. A pretty straight shot straight down there. As you can see, my marathon runner perk is kicked in. I'm moving faster. If you really want to move, you can stack on a pair of boots with high sprint speed. Like I have a pair. I don't have them on me. I have them stashed away through somebody right now that I have to have them get them for me. They're 125 movement speed shadow cloth boots or sprint speed. So I mean, I can really kick rocks when I need to with those things on, with all my added speed buffs. So we're gonna head down here to the swamp. I did previously come out here, did a bunch of screenshots of all the different resource nodes and stuff to show you what you can get out here. But I'm gonna redo this one because my advanced crafting list I kind of showed you, and that's a maggot. Maggots are a bit of a pain in the arse. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't want to waste these arrows, but I'm going to anyways. You've noticed that blue spot in their back, if you hit it just right, is their weak spot. You gotta hit it just right. Maggots, you left click them, you get parts, food, fester loin, caustic lava, rotted lump. You right click them, you get thin leather and maggot goo. Oops. Wrong button. Get out of the building! Alright, these things right here, your caustic larvas, them will be a godsend out here in the swamp. They help remove minor poisons just by eating them. So let's see what we can get rid of. Nothing. Because I have nothing on me that's affecting me. Except for bloody backpack and rancid stench. So I'm going to get rid of this. I think that attracts unwanteds out here. There is a potion you can make called honeyed oil. I'm not sure if it repels anything out here. We have yet to test it. But I mean, it's something to try. So, we're going to get rid of these wasps right here. I will forewarn you, these wasps do come in packs of 3 for the most part. Don't be surprised if you find one laying around, just flying around by himself, and then like 2 others spawn up, like one after the other after you kill it. And they are sometimes a bit of a pain in the butt to kill because they like to get in your face. There's like one variant of them that will just kind of sit back and shoot stingers at you, but for the most part, they like to fly into your face and try to hit you. And hit you with all kinds of nasty debuffs, like the one I got right now called Bloated Bug Bite. Don't worry about it. If you get it, it stacks. Yes, it will grow in stacks to 10, and then it will clear itself. Definitely bring water when you're coming to the swamp. It is very hot down here. As you can see, I'm overheating because of the gear that I'm wearing. I don't have the good gear I would normally be wearing. Okay, so this tree right here, this is our thornwood tree. So you right click it, you get sticks and thornwood bobs, sometimes hardwood logs. You right click it, you get hardwood logs and your caustic resin, which you need for your viscid tar. The thornwood sticks and barbs that you will get from these trees, you can use to make your thornwood ammo, which I'll show you that in a moment. And these little vines right here are the same thing. I know you're probably going like, wow, frostbite, those trees hurt you when you chop them. How do I counter that? Good question. See right down here, I have on my number 3 button, which I'll scroll down there for you, is leather wraps. These things are a beauty, a godsend out here as well when you're farming the trees, because all you do, you pop one, boom, you're immediately immune to the debuff off these trees for like 20 seconds or something like that. So they won't affect you anymore, except for that infected wound, which, nope, you can't get rid of that with caustic larva. This little evil arsehole right here is an Alodon. They like to ninja, as I put it. They'll sit there and poke at you, and he just broke something, which is not good for me to have broken gear out here. See, they poof. Your best bet is just to kind of like work with the poof, run away, get them to respawn, because they poof back up, they do an attack. Yeah, see how he automatically attacked? Sometimes you might catch them and get them to bug out, so they won't do that, but for the most part, they are a pain in the ass. As you can see my tactic of how I'm shooting him while backing up and then running away when he poofs. That I found that's probably the best way to take him out solo, so you're not getting really tore up. So we're gonna right click him or left click him, and we get Alodon fins, rotten lumps, and Alodon tendons. The fins are for that soup. The tendons are going to be later on for your bows, higher T2 and bows, like and I think we're getting down to like your master ones. If you right click them, you'll get medium leather, which you'll need later on, and your scales, your Alodon scales, which you'll need those again in like some of your T2 armor. And if you wonder what flavor I'm smoking, I am smoking a tangerine dragon fruit, which is very good. I'm just doing this because somebody had mentioned before about me vaping while I was recording, so now I'm just going on with it. I think I have another wasp here. Oh, I forgot to show you what the wasps drop, and now I got an Alodon on me too. If you're out here solo, sometimes it is best to just kind of, if you got to fall back and break some aggro, do it. Try to remember which way you came in, so that way if you really got to book and get out of here, you can go rush back to the stagwood and break their aggro. Because not a lot of these things will chase you out of the swamp through the stagwood. Dang! He is messing me up. I've got like all these wonderful debuffs stacking on me right now. Maybe it'll leave me alone. Hide behind one of my faction members' base here. I'm gonna have to sit here for a second and let my health regen, so while I'm doing that, I'm gonna start emptying out my bag a little bit. Again. Fins are coming off my bar because I don't need to accidentally eat one. I give myself food poisoning. I'm stacked on top of everything else that I got going on right now, because I don't think my Eventide healing can counter that much damage per second or over time. The food I'm using is a baked rock breast for 5% more experience from harvesting. I just grabbed it because, well, it was food and I needed food. So I'm going to sit here and regenerate a little bit, because going further into the swamp to show you what else is out here is going to probably kill me. Unless I heal up a little bit. I don't think that elixir of recovery is really helping either. I really need to get rid of these debuffs. They are really messing me up. Let's see here. Let us proceed deeper into the swamps. Here's my little Jacques Casto, whatever. Words. They fell. Don't worry about these little vines sticking out of the water. You can't harvest those. They're just cosmetic. I really wish I could find Tarberry closer to the edge of the swamp, but like everybody comes out here to farm it because they need it for everything, and like it's so hard to find. All right, this is your brine apple tree right here. Notice how it looks. Disregard the wasp that is currently trying to kill me. Because some reason their crit hit boxes are still bugged as hell. I should be able to drop this thing in like 2 or 3 hits normally. And that's a maggot. Definitely what I didn't need right this... Oh, I do need him, but I don't at the same time. I don't need his damage and his face all up in mine. The swamp is notorious for things just coming up, sneaking up on you, and be like, "Swiggity swooty!" I thought you were dead. I have like no hit bar left. Alright, where'd that go? I was looking for the brine apple again. Brine apples are used for some of your potions and stuff, and I've misplaced my brine apple. There we go. Your brine apple. Okay, I think... Okay, yeah, it just wants to swing at this. So you get your beat. Oh, no! Well, that was Not cool. Excuse me a second here. Never mind. I'll take care of that afterwards. So we'll wrap up in the swamp, and then we'll head out to the other two areas afterwards, so I can make some different gear and a little bit more ammo, because I'm gonna need it. Because this video is it's dragging along a little too far. The swamp's just gonna take so long to cover with all the bullcrap I'm gonna be getting hit with. As you can notice too, I'm overheating in the swamp. The swamp is very hot. And this water here, do not drink it. Bring plenty of water out here with you, because it is not safe to drink. It will debuff you really bad, and you will hate your life. As you can see, when I picked up that spirit, I got a buff from my shaman tree. Okay, so Brian App. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Sir, I'm trying to do a video here. Do you mind? I don't think he minds at all. He's wanting to get his 10 minutes of fame. Yes, and mobs will break trees, even though I don't know how he broke that tree that was standing behind me. So using trees and stuff for cover does not really work for mobs, because they will break right through them. Which you wouldn't expect, like a wolf to be able to break through a rock, or a boar to break through a rock, but they do. They will break through rocks to get you. Which I think that should be fixed too, because I mean, I doubt a wolf could really break through a rock. Alright. Back to our Brian Apple. So you're going to need your scythe to do this. I think you need T2 tools to get anything out here. So we're going to left click it and you get Brian Apple. It also gives you Tainted Brian Apple Spur. Everything out here will debuff you. This slightly increases stamina regeneration, but makes you ravenously hungry, which I could deal with that. I'm going to swing around that Aladon because I'm running low on ammo. While I'm out here, I might as well grab some. One of my axe, not my hammer. Yes, I know I'm not wearing my wraps, but at this point, I really don't care. We're just trying to wrap this up. I hate the swamp now that they debuffed the hell out of our cloth armor. I really, really, really do. Jeez, where are they? Man, why is it so hard to find Tarberry? I'm going to keep running south here along the edge of the Stagwood, because I got another little safety spot over here. I can chill out if I die again. There's another faction member has placed their divinity seed out here for us. It's a good place to show you two other mobs that spawn out here too that make excellent pets as well. I really wish my stamina would regen faster. I really need that run right now. I mean, dodging and weaving in and out of these ruts and systems and stuff does slow down the other mobs. Okay, here we go. We're near the edge now. There we go! Hopefully that stuff stopped chasing me for a second so I can re-equip all my delicious goodies here. And my rock breast. And I'm just gonna eat one of those. Because the caustic larva will get rid of your debuff from the brine apple. And I believe also the spine cones, which, if I can find them, I would show you. Because Eladon just thinks I look like a tasty dessert. He's gonna poof. Where are you gonna poof back to? Oh, right in my face! Hello, sir. Eladons are just evil. I mean, if they could buff our pets to move a little bit faster, do a little bit more damage, I mean, an Eladon would probably make a great combat pet. I'm not gonna lie. I've had one before. They are cool to have. They really need to buff them up a little bit more. And now I got a wasp shooting at me. You're dead. You're dead. Yeah, wasp hitboxes are really broken. I'll have to, hopefully one of the devs see this video and check that out. Okay, so down there we got a turtle, otherwise known as a rockjaw. Those things are great pets too. Funny thing about these, I found out, if you use your hammer to harvest them, they will give you crumblestone. Don't ask me why. I don't even know why. See if we can get him to come up here. Nope. They drop medium leather, turtlenecks, turtle hearts, turtle horns. All stuff that you will need for crafting and cooking. I just don't feel like going down there and committing suicide to get to them. Is that it? Nope, that's another fucking thornwood vine. Ah, here we go. Here's another good one. These squiggly trees right here. Oh, yeah. Squiggly trees. These are where you're going to get your gnarled branches. If it'll give me one. Nope. But these things will give, eventually, their drop rates are kind of low for the gnarled branches, but you need these for like some of your... There we go. Oh, that's a burl. Whatever. You'll need those for like your high-end hardwood bows. Yes, I'm aware I have a wasp shooting me. This right here is your spine cone. If you left click it, you get spine cones. You right click it, you'll get strong fibers. And last but not least, here is your tarberry. You'll notice that it's kind of a red tinted vine coming out of the ground. If you left click it, you get your tarberry and tarberry clusters, which the clusters can be salvaged into more tarberries. If you right click it, you get strong fibers. Tarberry is used in combination with the resin to make viscid tar. You can make tarberry essence out of it, and you can combine them with regular feathers you can get off the rocks, which I'll be showing you in the next video, the part 2 to this, to make black feathers, which you'll need for a lot of your clothing and some of your bows too, I believe. So, I'm gonna trek back out of here. And tarberry does give you a debuff where you harvest extremely slow. So I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to try to see if I can find some slightly warmer gear to go out in the Highlands with, and show you the Highland, what you can get in the Highlands, and then attempt to show you the Dreadvale and what kind of goodies you can get out there. Dreadvale is a T3 area, but it's a great place to find silk, and I'll show you what the silk nodes look like out there when we get out there, and some of the other dangers of it before you decide to go running out there to gather silk. Granted that it is a prime silk gathering spot. Also, I think I need to restock my ammo too. So I'll be doing all that off camera for a minute. And this wolf, you know, everybody's gotta get into my videos. Everybody. That's a spirit world portal. You've seen us in the spirit world on the taming video, so you know what to see out there. The debuff out there drains your energy or hunger and water pretty quick. If you're a shaman, you can get some skills that reduce that debuff, that really pay out. Oh my god, deep wounds, go away. So, without further ado, I shall return and show you the Craiglins and part of the Dreadvale and what you can get out there. And that's about the only other areas I know how to get into, so stay tuned. After early access and we get up to the tier 3 tools and gear, I will be able to show you the frost area, the wastelands or scowglands, whatever you want to call it, and hopefully eventually we'll be able to get to that T4 area, and I'll show you around up there too, what you can harvest. So until next time, I'll catch you around, and if you like this video and it was helpful, please give me a like. You want to see more of the stuff that I can do, hit that subscribe button, and keep your eyes peeled. I'll have it linked down below for my Twitter, my Twitch, and a lot of stuff, because I will be doing a lot of streaming come early access release about pretty much just everything that we're doing here on the servers, and what we're doing and whatnot. So come watch it, come have a blast. If you happen to be on the server and in the faction I'm on, feel free to say hi and come find me and come do stuff with me. I love having other people in on my streams. So, till next time, folks. Peace out.